Hi there, how are you doing? Now we learn about adding class, removing class, targeting this specific class and IDs, but what about writing some custom CSS? Okay, let's try that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, for example, let's target this button. Okay, so target the ID of target one, and then what I want to do is I want to add CSS. So simple as that. The dot css, and then we specify the color, and then separated by comma we give the name. For example, let's say red. Okay, so let's say next refresh. As you can see, the text has been changed. Okay, if we want to add more than one style, inline style, like so what you can do is we can wrap it within curly braces just like an object, and instead of comma we can use this colon. Okay, and let's see this in action. Refresh, and you see that works. Now what we can do now is we can comma separate, we can add more styles. For example, background color, and let's say background color, let's give blue. Okay, let's give it a try, and as you can see the background color has been changed. Let's make it white. Okay, so you can add multiple properties if you wrap it inside the curly braces just like an object, and you can add more CSS. Fresh, it's perfect. Okay, so the next thing we're going to learn about is the properties. So how do we control the properties? For example, in real world, once the user submits a button like a submit send email or something, maybe you want to disable the button so he cannot click again. So how do you do things like that? So it's pretty easy with the jQuery. So what you do is, for example, let's target 2. Let's take the ID of target 2, and this button, what I want to do is this property. Okay, just prop, and then what you do is you specify what you want to do. What you want to do is disable, right? Disabled, and give it a value of true or false. Let's make it true. Okay, so let's give it a try. Refresh, and as you can see, it has been disabled. See, I cannot click. I can click here, but I cannot click here. See, so that's how you can control the properties. So let's do one more thing. So what if you want to change the text? Okay, so you can even change the text of the element. Okay, so for example, this one is h1. It doesn't have class ID name. We could obviously give it class ID name and particularly target this one, but in this case let's just try just the h1. Okay, so what I can do is start with the $, and then what I want to target is I want to target the h1, and what I want to do is I want to set the HTML. Okay, so I want to set it to whatever I want. I can do that. Learning jQuery is so much fun. For example, let's save this. Now if you refresh, the text has been changed. It's pretty cool, right? Now you could even write, because I use the HTML, you could even write jQuery. What you could do is you could embed in a strong tag, save it, and let's give it a try. As you can see, then now it is bold. It is bold. So you can do a lot of cool stuff with jQuery, and selecting, manipulating, changing the properties, setting the inner text, HTML is so much easier with jQuery. By the way, you can also use text. If you don't want HTML, you just want simply text, then you can also do that. But in this case, we were using HTML, so you just get rid of HTML, and then it works. Okay, so you can use either text or HTML. All right. So we learn about target the elements properties, right? Using the prop. Learn how to write custom CSS, and we also learn how to add HTML. So it's a lot of fun, and once we start building real application using jQuery, it will be even better. All right, so this is it for this lesson. I will see you in the very next lesson. Thank you.